What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna be checking out what's in my camera bag. So I'm using right now is the Nest camera bag. It's a trolley bag, and inside we're gonna stop from top to bottom, starting with the Joby GorillaPod. This one is very useful in case I want to use it as a pseudo tripod. Sometimes I put the flashes in here, the flash guns, and then it's very useful to clamps on railings, on anywhere, on light stands, and very useful. Next is we have the Rode VideoMic Pro. Very useful in case I want to capture better quality audio than the scratch audio that is in the camera. Very useful for video. Another one is the charger. Now this charger, a dual charger, charges batteries for the A7 II. This is just for the batteries of the A7 II, so very handy. Next one is, other chargers. Now this one is the charger for the DJI. Now this one is a charger for the DJI Mavic Pro, so for the drone. And since you have seen already the charger, now this is the drone, DJI Mavic Pro. Very useful for those aerial shots, establishing shots. Next is we have the flash guns. I have two flash guns. One is the Yongnuo Speedlight 3, and another one is a Yongnuo Speedlight 4 with a diffuser. See? Both versions, because they're cheap, they're sturdy, and they do the job, you know? Very handy, very sturdy, and very reliable speedlights, considering that it's Yongnuo. Next is we have a pouch. Now this pouch contains all of my batteries, rechargeable batteries. I use the Eneloop rechargeable batteries. Got a dozen of these for the flash guns, for the mics and everything. It's cheaper to buy these rechargeable batteries. And I have the A7 II batteries. Currently, I have two in here. I think I have two in here. Two A7 II batteries. Different brands. They are third-party batteries, but you know the A7 II drains battery like hell, so you better have extra batteries when you use that camera. Then I have one extra A7 III battery, Sony A7 III battery. This is the FZ100. By the way, we're shooting with the Sony A7 III right now with a 16-35 f4 lens for your information. That's also included in my camera bag. So we have the camera body, lid, whatever. And then we also have here we have a ball head, small ball head. So this guy, I attach it on top of the camera, and sometimes when I want to put a light or a mic or something, sometimes a screen. So you can like tighten it down here and then move the ball head around to fix the angle. Very useful. Pouch to organize things. Next is SD card compartment or SD card container. So this one houses all of my SD cards. There, I have a lot of them. You'll need more, I think, if you're using other brands, but for Sony, this is sufficient. I have 16, 64 SDXC cards. Also, I have micro SD adapters like this for the drone. So the drone uses micro SD. I have here a SanDisk 64. After that, let's move to the next compartment. We have the Zoom H1. Very useful in recording audio. I plug this in somewhere with a DJ. So as long as you have a 3.5 millimeter line in going here and going to the control board of the DJ, this is very handy. Also, you can also record ambient sound with this one using this. It's very nice. It has very nice audio. If you're doing video, Zoom H1 or Zoom H5, the best. Next is we have the, actually this is not mine. This is a GoPro Hero 7 that's in my bag. Black 7, that's in my bag. The owner is not using it right now, so sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. For vlogs especially, I use this. Later we'll try to use it. Very useful in doing time-lapse when you're doing video. And just an overall good camera. It shoots 4K, it shoots 4K 60, it shoots 120 at 2.7K, if I'm not mistaken. So GoPros right now are insane. Okay, the next compartment will be a camera compartment. So we have here a Sony a7 II with a 28 f2, Sony 28mm f2 lens. So this one has been in my bag for a long time. It already has wear and tear, but it hasn't let me down on any shoot. Not unless I don't charge the battery, of course. The only problem with this camera is the battery. Other than that, the image quality, the focusing is fine to what I do, and it's handy. See, it's very small. With the strap, you're like a tourist. But when you put the flash gun on, see, the advantage of the mirrorless being handy and small just diminishes because of the size of that flash. See? So that's how it works. Okay, let's go to the next compartment. We have a charger. So this is the charger for the batteries that I've spoken about earlier. The Analoops, they charge here. You need to have 4 in order to charge. Panasonic. So the next one is a plate. So this is a plate for the Zhiyun Crane 2. Sometimes when I'm shooting video, I shoot with 2 bodies. One is on a gimbal and another one is on a tripod. But most of the time, I'm using the Crane 2 as my main cam, A cam for the gimbal. And this is the plate. Oh, also I forgot. There was a shoot. There was a shoot last time where I forgot this plate. So what I did was I always put 2 in my bag. One is with the camera right now where I'm shooting, and one is this one. So that in case I forgot the other one, I have an extra. It's very hard. Okay, moving on to the next thing. We have the Photix remote triggers. Very useful in shooting weddings. In case you want to mount the flash somewhere, you put this, you attach this in your camera, attach this to the flash gun, mount the flash gun somewhere, and you're good to go. Usually do is I put this on the flash gun, and then I put it with the Joby GorillaPod that we have seen earlier. Put them together and okay, put these 3 together, and there you go. You have a portable flash that you can hold direct somewhere, attached to a pole or somewhere. Off-camera flash. Very useful. By the way, I'm doing both photo and video, so my bag is filled with things for photo and video. Let's put that there. Let's put this here. And then inside this trigger bag is a strap, camera strap. Sometimes when I go handheld, I use the strap for the Sony a7 II or Sony a7 III. Very useful in order to eliminate or minimize shake. Then next is a trigger cable. So sometimes in case you want to put your trigger in a strobe or attach the trigger in the strobe, you use these little wires that go to the strobes. Next, we have another compartment that has a lens. So this one is a Zeiss Batis. So this one is a Zeiss Batis 85mm 1.8. Very useful when you want to get those B-rolls, or if you want to use it for portraits. This lens is what I normally use. Batis 85. Next, I have two ND filters. So you'll ask, why do I have two ND filters? Because I have two cameras. In case I want to shoot both outside, I'm going to use two ND filters. But these have different filter threads. So I'm using the Photix variable ND filters, two of them. See this one? And another one. So two Photix variable ND filters. Variable ND is because you can adjust, you can adjust the darkness and lightness that is entering the lens. See? So I have two of them. One has a step up ring from 67 to 72. See? And then the other is just 77mm. So the 72mm is for the 16 to 35. And the other one is for the 85mm or other lens. I have also other step-up rings, but for now, this is what's inside my bag because of my current lenses. Very useful when you're shooting outside. If you want to have that 24p cinematic look, this is the key. Okay, moving on to the next pouch. We have this compartment has this pouch. Now this pouch has all of my wires in it. Let's see what wires I carry with my bag. Okay, I have quite a bunch of wires. Oh, but there's something else in here. So this is what you call a close-up ring that I bought from eBay some time ago. It's a newer close-up ring. This is like, it turns your lens into a pseudo macro. So you can shoot close-ups. Not really like the dedicated macro lens, but at least you can get close enough using this. If you have a 50mm and you put this in, shoot some close-ups, it's gonna be okay. Especially if you're shooting weddings, or if you just need details of some stuff, like the names on the cufflinks of the groom. This is what I use. Okay, onto the wires. So we have the power cables, GoPro Hero charger cable, USB cable, and then we have some mics. Oh, they're tangled together. A mic and a headphone for when I want to listen to the audio that is coming in my camera. For interviews especially, you need to do that. And this this jack that goes to the Zoom H1. It goes to the Zoom H1 and goes to anywhere, any output for it to record. Audio solution. So let's keep those cables tidy. So that's about it for the items or the gadgets that are inside the bag. Also, the one that is in the middle is the A7 III that I'm shooting right now. I'm also using a lavalier mic in order to record my voice, so that's also inside my bag. I'm using the A7 III always with a plate attached to it. And let's move on to the other compartments of the bag. Now here in the front side is where I keep the cleaning materials. Okay, so this is the cleaning materials that I have. I have a hand pump, some eyeglass liquid to clean the lenses, and some brushes to clean the camera. Alright. So, those are what's inside my camera bag. Let me know if you have any questions by hitting me up on the comments down below. Hit like if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and see you in the next one. Okay. Okay na siguro yun. Sana hindi siya nalobat. Hindi naman.